Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, guys. Kevin Holland just absolutely delivered against Randy Brown. This was genuinely like one of the most fun 2 rounds I have not. This was one of the most fun 2 rounds I've seen in recent memory. Let's just say, like the past few weeks, because it was pure action from the very beginning, and there was a lot of hype surrounding Kevin's return in 2026. And even though he took like a 5 or 6 months break, I think it was worth it. It was worth it, definitely. You could hear the crowd cheering his name, chanting, and it was beautiful generally. And there are some fighters like Kevin Holland who you should never miss out on, because you just don't know when obviously his previous fight, it was a bit of a stinger, let's just say, like the eye pokes and everything. It wasn't a fun experience, but still you have to understand that fights like these are very common with Kevin Holland, and there's a reason why he's so popular among fans, while being an unranked fighter. And even though he has fought he has fought like fighters like Khamzat Chimaev, for example, still he is still to this day an unranked fighter. And more than anything, I'm really glad that like he delivered the way he delivered. And on the other hand, we have Randy Brown, who he didn't look that good, let's be honest. But it was obvious that this guy was way worse than Kevin Holland, because we know that Kevin Holland is battle tested, and he definitely should get someone from let's say 15 top 15 to top 10, definitely. And like I just want to I want to see him slowly get to a top. I don't want to see him rushed. I know the UFC loves him, so like likes to put him in like big cards and stuff, which is a good thing, because he does deliver in those occasions. And even though his personality, a lot of people don't like calling him a bit childish and stuff, I'm personally good with it. Like like he does deliver. He trash talks a bit, yeah, but he's not like super unlikable or super cocky. But still, it was like this fight was very satisfying. It's been a while. Like I needed this. I needed this. Anyways, that's what's happening, guys. Yeah, super quick vid. You guys will know what you guys think, and inshallah see you next time. Now I'm gonna watch Aaron Pico versus Patrice Pitbull. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.